Hello.
Hi there, my name is Cherie,
And I'm Chris.
and we're of technomadia.com.
We've been full-timers on the road for nearly 10 years now in a whole range of different types of RVs.
And we've also stayed and borrowed in a lot of RVs, even if we weren't full-timing in them. And we had the opportunity to stay in this 2014 Forest River Georgetown XL 377. I think I got that all right.
Yes, you did. We just spent 2 weeks living in it.
We're having work done on our own RV. So it's a borrowed RV from that MasterTech RV here in Elkhart set us up with.
So we could live on site, and so we got to have this is our really first chance to live long-term in a traditional modern Class A, and we wanted to share our impressions of what worked and what didn't from a long-term full-timer's perspective. So
first, a little information about this RV. Like I said, it's a 2014. It is the black edition. It is 37 feet 11 inches long, so essentially 38 feet long. It has a gross vehicle weight rating of 24,000 pounds. And when we looked at the stickers, it's rated to have almost 3,000 pounds of cargo capacity, including the passengers.
And that does not, also you have to factor in the weight of water tanks and everything else. So
So once you factor in 2 passengers, a full water tank, the tank capacity on this thing is 65 fresh. You factor that in, you've got about 2,000 pounds of cargo capacity to play around with, which in our opinion is not much.
Not a lot.
It's
a lot of RVs are way under spec, we think.
So this is a gas-powered vehicle. The engine is in the front of it, and then the whole length of it is pulled. It has 3 slides in it, and we have no slides in our personal RV, so it was our first time staying in one with slides.
For long term, yes.
For long term. So thought we'd give you a little walkthrough, point out the things that we liked and the things that we didn't.
And we cannot comment on how well it drives because we've just been living in it, not
Well, we
driving
drove it to the dump station.
Yes, we drove it to the dump station.
So yeah, this isn't really a rating or a review of it. This is just kind of our impressions. All right, so from the first impressions when I walk into this space, it is nice and open. And it's got a very contemporary design, which we really like.
Yes, so many of the RVs that we've seen, even new RVs, have kind of very dated looks interiors. This has got some nice dark woods and some nice fabrics, and it's just feels a little bit more modern than so many. It's still, I wish it was a lot more, I guess, European, really more contemporary, but it's
so
a
much
step
nicer
in the right direction.
So across the way from the doorway, you've got a typical RV dinette, which we're personally not fans of. We would, if we were buying this RV, we would put in probably some sort of desk there so that we could have a space for laptops. That's one thing. My biggest complaint about this RV is it really is no desk space for setting up for workspace or anything like that. So you would, if you're working on the road or your computering is important to you, it's really important.
And then we've got the kitchen here.
Kitchen area. At first glance, it looks nice and big and open. It's got a convection microwave oven. It's got a propane stove and a stovetop underneath with 3 burners. We brought our induction cooktop over and just put it on top of the counter. Nice big open counter space. That's really nice. What I didn't like about the kitchen is the refrigerator is all the way on the other side of the RV. And I've seen this in a lot of the more modern designs out there, and I found it because we weren't cooking too much here. We were eating a lot of takeout food while we're managing our own projects here at MasterTech. Probably wasn't much of an issue, but I like having my refrigerator in the kitchen space so I can easily grab stuff as I'm cooking.
Yeah, I do have to say that the refrigerator, this is a big residential style refrigerator, is nice. It has an ice maker, ice and water in the door, a big lower freezer. It is a very nice refrigerator.
And it's also right in the middle of the living space.
Yes, and then there's also really no good pantry space in the kitchen.
So there's lots of overhead cabinets there, and then if you go across the RV, now this is a double slide that we're in, so it's not, it's pretty wide. There's cabinet space over here, and there are nice tiers on top. So you could stuff a lot of stuff in here, a lot of canned goods, rice, other packaged foods.
But none of it is in the kitchen. It's all across the way.
So yeah, basically the only in-kitchen storage space is right up here and underneath the sink. And I just found preparing meals in here to be less than ideal.
Okay. Now, something else about the kitchen that I found really kind of boneheaded is there's no lip on the back of this countertop here, And then there's actually no access at all. This is the sofa right there. So anything that spills is just going to go right over the edge and down into that bottomless crack behind the sofa. There's
right. So you spill. So if you knock over something, we had a cat. She's constantly knocking.
Well,
stuff
even just
off.
washing dishes, there's a lot of splashing, and speaking of dishes, double sinks. This
is my biggest complaint about most RVs, and ours came with a double sink too when we got it. Is neither of these sink basins are actually large enough to wash a typical size pan or even a plate. And one of the first things we did when we got ours is we put in a big single bowl just to make it more functional. It does have, however, a nice residential faucet, which was nice with a spray head. So it does have some nice touches to give you more of an at-home feeling. But the double sink, small RV size, that really, it makes doing dishes...
They're very frustrating.
I loved the living room. I had seen we've been looking, when we go to RV rallies and shows, we love looking at other RVs. I love looking at spaces and living spaces and saying, how would I live here? And this new L-shaped couch and living room space is just really nice. We found it very comfortable to come in here at night, snuggle up on the couch, watch, catch up on some TV shows. There's a fireplace in the front of the living room.
It wasn't the fireplace. Wasn't too thrilled with.
So we actually had a chilly night here, and it really didn't put out too much.
But okay, fireplace in the RV. There we go.
Okay.
When the big 55-inch TV is nice, they don't really have the wiring for it is kind of bizarre. They have up in the front a satellite TV receiver and everything else, but it's not connected by good HDMI. It's all way up there. And then this is here, and then there's no actual space. This cabinet is only a few inches deep, so there's no space to actually put any AV gear here. So it's big screen, but really awkward practicality for anybody who wants to actually have a nice home theater setup. We did manage to squeeze an Apple TV into that.
There are some nice light-up cabinets in the back.
Yeah.
I don't think they're actually deep enough to do much with, though.
You could maybe put bottles of wine or something. I don't know, but yeah, if you put stuff in them, then the light-up effect will be completely destroyed.
There are overhead cabinets on top of the little recliner area here, which is a nice little reading nook. Nice little side table. Mm-hmm. I would probably rip this out and put in another desk.
Yeah, something. Because that's a little bit separate from the social area over there. But it's still, the living room is one of our favorite things about this RV.
Yeah, it was really comfortable. So, loved. So
side
we come
aisle.
back. This is a side aisle sort of configuration. Behind the TV screen is the bathroom. Off to the side aisle. It's got two nice windows looking out. Mm-hmm. I really liked this. It really gave some nice separation of space between the bedroom and the living area. So that was really nice. I really felt that, if Chris was still up late at night working on projects, I could go back and really have my own space and be in there. Look at I liked the bathroom.
Yeah, the bathroom is big.
Yes. So in the bathroom, we've got a corner shower, which was really nice. I liked having that.
Shower head, though.
The shower head was horrible. It's got one of the lower end Dinette toilets, standard RV toilet, but yet it's got a really nice vessel sink and fixture. So it's got this mix of lower end and higher end features.
But it also has, because of the vessel sink, it really has absolutely no counter space at all.
Yeah, you can tuck a couple things around here. We could keep our toothbrushes and maybe some soaps there. And that's about it. But it does have a tremendous amount of storage space in this cabinets here across the way. And drawers. So you can really have a lot of linen storage here. Of course, watch your cargo capacity. You can fill up that 2,000 pounds that you have to play with really quickly with all the storage space. One of the features I did not like, we got these nice fixtures in the kitchen and the bathroom sink, but
horrible faucet.
They put in a really horrible faucet trying to control this thing and get the
a dual
shower
handle
temperature.
faucet makes it really hard to get your temperature set.
Yeah, so it's kind of like got this mix of the fixtures in this thing are kind of a mix of higher end and what I consider just RV quality.
Yes. Now the bedroom. Tons of storage in here. Ridiculous amounts of storage. There's a whole wall of storage.
So all three of there's three different closets. They're kind of half-length hanging closets. This one is plumbed for a washer-dryer combo, or I guess it would be a combo that you would fit in here. This one did not have one. So if you wanted the washer-dryer, you could still have that and still have two closet spaces. Most of the closets are essentially the same. There's drawers along the bottom. The bedroom is in a slide, so it's got a queen bed, and then lifts up into slide. You don't have much for a nightstand using this little tiny table.
Have no nightstand.
And I didn't really like sleeping in a slide. The bed is really tight up there. Putting sheets on and stuff like that is really difficult to get the sheets around there because the bed is pretty much right up against both sides. And then you're kind of sleeping into two walls and with windows right out at your face. And I'm personally not a fan of having a window right out my face. I don't like where, you know, a neighbor could see if you have the window open or something like that. There's a rear window on this thing, but it's an emergency window, so it can't open.
No ventilation.
No ventilation. So your only ventilation in the bedroom, if you want fresh air, is the two windows over right by your head as you're sleeping, which I personally am not comfortable with.
Yes. And now one other thing, as far as the bedroom has got a nice kind of frosted glass door on it here to make it separate private space. But you have to come out into the living area to get to the bathroom. And because the way the bathroom doors open, you actually have to come out all the way out and through. So if you, and there's no curtain or no separate door. So if you do want a little privacy,
or whatnot there.
That's not there.
Now, the price point of this coach, I didn't look up what they sell for new, but looking at this one, this, like I said, is just under a year old. I was looking on RV Trader for comparable ones to this one, and they were listed at about $110,000 to $140,000 to get you an idea of where the price point is. And, you know, you look at this quality of coach, we look at what we've put into our personal converted RV, which is a little less than that, actually, even after this round of renovations. And I feel that we've got something
very
far
special,
more special
and
to us.
And more rugged. I guess one other comment is, just the walls, particularly like the bathroom walls and the side walls and all the interior walls just feel like you could almost push your finger through them. The ones in the bathroom, the towel fix... hand towel thing has already fallen off the wall. There's nothing there. There's no substance. There's barely a step up from cardboard for a lot of the interior.
Right. There's already two of the cabinets in this thing, like I said, only a year old, are already broken. There's already scars on them.
Yeah. It just gives me a bad feeling of what state this RV will be in
5-10 years.
5 to 10 years. It does not feel like it has strong bones.
But it's got some good points. It's got some bad points. I definitely like some of the features of the floor plan. I like the contemporary design. But it's really not thought out through for a younger RVer who might be working on the road or someone who wants some dedicated desk space.
Yeah, just a little bit of more effort into the design, and this could have been a really, really sweet home run.
Oh, we're going to take in the slides and show you what it looks like with the slides in. Because that is one feature when you're doing an RV is if you're overnighting somewhere, sometimes putting the slides out when you're in a Walmart parking lot or truck stop isn't possible. So to put the slides in, first of all, the couch does have to slide in. Getting it out is a lot more difficult than putting it in, by the way. You need to, of course, check the slides, make sure there's nothing blocking them. And then the slide switch is in the middle of the coach. And we had some rainstorms the other night. Okay, so that slide is in. And so now Chris has to live back there.
As you see, it is a bit of a tight squeeze. You really can't get to and from the bedroom.
You can. You can get past the little recliner, so you could navigate there to get back to the bedroom. The refrigerator is still accessible in there. You can still use the kitchen. You can still get to the bathroom, but it is a bit of a dance to get back there.
You can actually still see the entire television as well, but it is very tight.
And of course, the bedroom slide comes in too. So, there you go. That's what it looks like with the slides in. But there's our opinion on the Georgetown 377 2014 Black Diamond Edition.
Woohoo! So, thanks for joining us.
All right.